Oh, see, this is different for me now because last week when I was recording, it said recording. Oh, there it is. That shit says recording now with the little red light. Look at that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, what's going on? My computer just freaked out. That's so weird. But, it's not weird is when we actually come back to work.
Yeah.
Because some of us decide that Disney World is more important than what we do day to day.
I mean, look, if you get an opportunity to go to Disney World, you take the kids to Disney World. I'm just saying.
The funny part is there were no kids. It was just Tank.
It was just me by
himself.
myself. I had a balloon and everything. It was great.
By his fucking self. Like, imagine a kid going to Disney World with unlimited funds.
Essentially.
Yeah, and no one telling you what to do. You just do whatever the fuck you want. And that's kind of what we do on this show, the pre-show, where we talk about all the shit that we don't want to talk about on the other show. So with that, you're getting really good at that whole top thing.
I've been working on it, been practicing, been drinking a lot of beer.
I'm too white trash to get a bottle. So. Oh, Rowdy and Proud, you're so good.
I got a Yingling for me, so.
I've got the official beer of the Atlanta United. Rowdy and Proud.
Dope.
Rowdy and Proud. Anyway, on this pre-show, we're actually going to go over Fortnite. And whether you should or shouldn't jump in this late in the game. So I guess where we'll start is we'll actually start with Tank, who was playing Fortnite before me. And then told me to jump on, I jump on. And then we'll go from there. So, Tank, go ahead. Let us know a little bit about Fortnite and your experience with it.
So I started playing Fortnite like a quarter of the way into last season, which is, I guess, is like their first big season or season 2 or something. Oh, excuse me. And I've never been the biggest proponent, never been the biggest fan, or been very good at first-person shooter, like real-time first-person shooter games like this. And then you add the complexity of having to build on top of it, and wasn't the best at it, but it was fun. Like, I had friends that played it, so I'd get on. I liked it as cross-platform. I'd play with my brothers. They're on Xbox and stuff, so.
They're on the superior platform is what you're saying.
Well, I'm on PC, which is the master race, but sure, if you want to go that route, that's fine.
Whatever, Spock.
I appreciate that compliment. Thank you.
Whatever.
So I played it. It kind of died out for me a little bit because there is a lot to it, and it's pretty steep learning curve. And so I haven't played it much recently, which will kind of play into my answer later of should you still buy into it.
So going from there, I downloaded it because Tank was like, oh man, Fortnite, do you play it? No. Well, you should try it. I don't know. So I downloaded it because I'm an idiot and I want to try everything. And it was cross-platform, which was the biggest thing.
And it's free.
Yeah, and it's free to try. So why wouldn't you try it, right?
Yep.
It's like somebody giving out cocaine on the corner. You're not going to not take it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you're going to take the cocaine and you're going to try it because it was free.
Of course.
So black tar heroin, though, that's kind of like PUBG. Like, you're not really going to try that. So I tried it out, played it. It was kind of like different. It was weird. It was like, I didn't enjoy it, but at the same time, it was something new, I guess. So it was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. And in the back of my mind, I just kept thinking, like, the odds are in your favor, or may the odds be in your favor. And I that was kind of cool. Like, it's like the Hunger Games, except with fucking cartoon characters. And so I played for a couple weeks, and I downloaded on Xbox. I played on mobile. I had it on my tablet and my phone. And I thought that was really cool how I could play from my phone, but then any progress I made would just translate over to my Xbox, and I could pick it up like that. I will say that if you're trying this game, trying it strictly on mobile, much harder.
Yeah.
Much harder. I would recommend trying it on PC or a console of some sort because the controls are just better suited for it. And if you're trying to play it on mobile and you have a phone that's like on the lower spectrum,
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's going to be terrible. And if you don't have that really dedicated internet running to your phone, so if you're trying to play off like your cell data, it's going to be splotchy and you're going to hate your entire experience.
Because I'm at home with my Wi-Fi with a phone that's like not even 2 years old, and it was a little jumpy for me. I have one of the upper end Samsung phones, and it was still a little jumpy. So
On the iPhone, I will say when I got home, it was good. Where I have fiber internet, I was playing over Wi-Fi, but I was on an iPhone 7 Plus or 8 Plus. I don't know, whatever. It's one of the bigger iPhones,
yeah,
and it's not an iPhone X though, so it's older, but it was running pretty smooth. But then when I tried to like get a game out real quick, like at the doctor's office or something, running off cell data, it was splotchy. It was terrible. At lunch, at work, is splotchy and
too big
terrible.
of a game.
Yeah, so if you're going to be at your house playing anyway, you might as well just play on console. You're going to
Right.
get a bigger screen. You're going to have controls that are made for it. And to me, the game faded out. I mean, it lasted 2 weeks for me, which is okay, but it's not one that I'm like, oh, I should definitely go back and re-download it like I do with Vainglory and Hearthstone and stuff like that, which, we have a Hearthstone episode way back like when we started the pre-show,
Yeah.
and we both said, yeah, we download this game all the time. Like,
Yeah.
we'll stop playing for a month or two, and then it's like, you know what? Let me pick Hearthstone back up. And I don't see myself doing that with Fortnite.
Now the learning curve's too steep for Fortnite. It's one of those games I played League of Legends pretty heavily a couple years ago. It's one of those games that you have to put a ton of time in to be any good at. For most people, some people can just pick it up and play whatever, but for most people, for like any kind of casual gamer, the amount of time you have to put into it to like not suck and actually be enjoyable is pretty heavy. So,
If you want to win,
right, that's what I'm saying.
don't start playing. If you want to be the sole survivor, don't even start. So now we'll get into, do you think that this is a safe time to jump into Fortnite? They've got a lot of new updates. We tried to get Naru to jump on from our regular show, and I think he was overwhelmed, and he didn't like it. Brandon's tried it. I've tried it. You've tried it. What do you think, your thoughts on jumping into Fortnite this late in the game?
Be ready to be behind the curve. I mean, this is a game that they're constantly adding new stuff to, which is good for people who are playing it regularly because then it keeps it from being boring. But for somebody who's coming in brand new, knowing what guns are good right now and which ones aren't, and if you're playing to win, there's a lot to try and take in. And if you're just playing to dick around and if you win, you win, whatever. If you like have some friends that you guys want to squad up and go try and take a few people out, like that's fine. But to get into it now by yourself, be ready to, like I said, either do some reading or die a lot until you figure out what works.
So I will piggyback that and say I agree wholeheartedly. If you're playing to win, then it's not the game for you.
It's tough.
Wait for the next one to come out. Wait for something, because it's just like anything else. The maps are there. There's the learning curve, and it's like jumping into what's that? Call of Duty. Jumping into Call of Duty after the game's been out for 3 months, you're behind, and you're never gonna catch up.
Not unless you're just unemployed and sitting there doing nothing but doing nothing.
Yeah. Then you wouldn't be a nerd from work. But I will say, if you do have a group of friends and you guys just want to get it to fuck around, like the four of us cross-platform, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So kudos to Fortnite for that, where friends can get on, play together, create a group, create a lobby, just goof off, whatever. That's awesome. If you're trying to play competitively, I would say wait for another game or be prepared to put a lot of time into it. So to me, I don't think it's worth jumping in right now because the game is changed. Like,
Listen, you kind of missed the wave a little bit.
It changes, but it doesn't change enough to be dramatically different. Like Hearthstone changes dramatically. Every 3 months, every 2 months, they come out with a new set.
Yeah.
And every new set has new cards, so you can just pick it up real quick,
right?
Create a new deck, and you're top tier, or close to it. You're competitive at least. Vainglory, League of Legends, stuff like that. Like, you don't have to get in when it's starting, but you pick like one character, you learn that character, and you can play and you can be competitive.
Yeah.
This game, I think, where it's just so random and there's not enough variant there.
Yep.
I think you're behind the power curve. So it's a fun game to pick up and try. It's free. Pick it up. If it's your thing, go for it. You know, if you pick it up and you're one of those people who learn how to play games quick, I say get after it. It's interesting.
It's a fun game to watch the top tier players play. People like Ninja, or people like, because I don't watch as much anymore, but I do watch some streamers. But people like Ninja, or like Tim the Tatman is a funny. He plays a bunch of different stuff, but watching those guys play, like, they can have a crap ton of fun with that game. So, but yeah, as far as trying to pick it up and play it.
All right, so I will say this. So that's our spiel on whatever that game is.
Fortnite.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's our spiel on Fortnite. I'm thinking Hearthstone right now because I'm like 100% in Hearthstone because I'm trying to get ready for Magic Arena. I love card games. So, but I will say, last week Tank did go to Disney because it was his birthday. So, live on stream, I do have a birthday present for Tank.
Oh, I did not know about this.
Yeah. So, Tank, this is your birthday present, bud.
Yo.
It's a dice box.
Oh, that is
solid wood with leather interior.
Oh, dude, that is so freaking cool.
With a Warhammer.
Which is perfect because I may or may not be using a Warhammer in our next campaign. That's freaking dope.
So when it's all said and done, this is what it'll look like on the inside.
That's awesome.
Your pen, your dice, your character, everything in there. This is mine, by the way.
Nice. With a PI? Dude, that's so dope.
Happy birthday, Tank.
Hell yeah, man.
On stream. It's your birthday present.
Appreciate it.
I told you not to get a dice box.
I didn't, so I'm glad I didn't.
So now you have one.
Dude, I'm pumped.
So, yeah, man. Don't tell your wife I didn't make her one. It's not her birthday. It's just yours.
Okay.
All right, guys. So after that birthday present gift thing, let's get our asses to the regular show, yeah?
Let's do it.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.